your Fox 24 local weather authority forecast.
It's a beautiful start to your Friday morning, but just like last Friday, it'll eventually become dusty. This is a live look at the tall city early on your Friday morning. We do notice very high altitude, very thin and few wispy clouds. The sun has since risen above the horizon. Yellows, oranges, and kind of gold looking colors right now, but we're going to be seeing more of the haze, not because of the humidity, we're seeing that right now, but because of the dust later today. Taking a look at the satellite and radar, it's thanks to the storm system well north of our viewing area. Snow showers in the north central plains, rain showers with rumbles of thunder for the Mississippi River Valley toward the Ohio River Valley and Great Lakes. We do notice again that storm system well north of our viewing area, snow off in the Rockies, but we do notice some rain showers, already rumbles of thunder forming in the central plains. And the reason why this is important, if you guys are traveling in these areas, particularly even farther to the east later today from Little Rock, just south of Chicago into the north central plains in Iowa, the Storm Prediction Center has now just upgraded the risk for severe weather to a moderate risk in these red colors, indicating the second worst form of severe weather possible with potentially widespread tornadoes and strong winds. So if you guys are traveling eastward, well north and east of our viewing area, please be careful out there. Mostly sunny here in the basin right now, but dusty later today because of the strong winds as on the backside of the storm system. It will really dry out despite it being a little bit of a humid morning for eastern areas. Fire weather warning in effect till 7 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time for much of the basin. So something to really keep an eye on. Stronger winds in the Guadalupe Mountains in the Davis Mountains where a high wind warning is in effect till 7 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time for winds gusting more than 60 to 70 miles per hour. But tapering down later this evening, even earlier in the Midland, Odessa area where wind advisories in effect till 4 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Mountain Time from Carlsbad to Hobbs for 40 to 50 plus mile per hour wind gusts. Already drying out in the tall city, but still a little bit on the humid side of things. This green line indicates a dry line. Green colors indicate humid weather and tan colors indicate dry weather. Sitting just below the 60-degree mark right now in Alpine with a 17% relative humidity value, 21 mile per hour sustained wind out of the south and west. Stronger winds in Pine Springs where we're not quite seeing observation, but wind sustained out of the west now there at 30 miles per hour. Already starting to blow dust in the higher terrain, and they'll continue just after the morning commute, I believe, 25 to 35 plus mile per hour sustained winds, and still very dusty even by the afternoon commute. So despite the sunshine, you guys are going to be needing sunglasses, not because of the sunshine, not just because of the sunshine, but also because of the dust. 69 at 3 p.m. I think we'll reach 71 degrees this afternoon, cooler than yesterday afternoon. 53 and dropping in the tall city, 55 in Andrews and Seminole. This 53-degree temperature, by the way, was within the last hour. I think it's 52 right now. 58 in Alpine, 46 in Marfa, 56 in Presidio, and dropping. Colder air, those blue colors indicate the colder air locked up in New Mexico, bleeding into the basin in the form of 60s and 70s, 80s and 90s though in Del Rio. So the farther south and east you go in Texas, the warmer it will be before that cold front comes through. Once that cold front comes through overnight, basin-wide, 30s and 40s. Much lighter winds though, thankfully, but because of the clear skies, dry air and lighter winds allowing for radiational cooling to take into effect. Again, very high altitude thin clouds throughout the afternoon, evening, and overnight, not producing any rain or snow. Now this weekend, a little bit less windy, but much more pleasant and warmer. 80 degrees, some clouds, but likely rain-free tomorrow. 85 degrees on Sunday, mostly sunny and warm. Overnight lows starting off in the 30s and 40s tomorrow morning, and eventually a little bit higher in terms of temperatures on Sunday morning. So we're going to be seeing the warming trend after today, and by Sunday and Monday, 80s and 90s throughout most of the basin before another dusty cold front starts to lower temperatures later next week with eventually much more humid conditions much later next week.